everyone, and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. When we last left off, we were being well confused, quite frankly. We were being interrogated, and it turns out Akechi's evil. As we said yesterday, he comes along and kills me. But then we restarted it, and then we did something different. Turns out he didn't kill us. Turns out we were just in the metaverse the entire time. I don't know. It's really confusing. So we're just gonna move swiftly on so we can, kind of understand what happened. Or just, forget about it, would be a good idea. Let's just forget about it. It was confusing. I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
No. Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought you were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
Sorry, what were we talking about?
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know.
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
Right, this is where it gets confusing. I have a feeling, at least. Well, it's probably going to get confusing, at least. Yesterday was confusing. Either way, so let's have a look, shall we? Let's just hope we can keep track.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns.
Excuse me? Him? Mad!
His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
Which happened.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
My god.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we've got to take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool.
Oh.
His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all.
Which I would assume is Shido. I would assume.
An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
I don't know.
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
True.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes.
Yeah.
If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it. So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
We have a plan, though.
The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
I'm glad Futaga's on the same page now.
What's this all of a sudden?
Wait,
There's a way.
was no one on the same page as Futaba? I thought that's where we were going. No?
A way to
Okay.
get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Not bad. Fair enough.
You gotta be kidding me.
For real?
To kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, because technically, to be fair, Sai would know who I am because of Sojiro. This is interesting, but there we go.
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Huh.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch you.
Ah, they're plotting. They're plotting. Oh, it's cute.
Her sister, correct?
Oh, it's cute. Not like not cute, but like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, they're bringing in me because I'm already dead. And ooh, he's still alive. Happy birthday. Well, not happy. I don't know why I said happy birthday. Still.
Makoto told me everything.
Oh, that smile! My god. I actually think this is the first time I've ever seen Sai smile. Anyway.
Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hi guys, it's me. I'm not really dead. Hey,
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
Pretty good. I mean, I died ghostly.
You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I
I
know.
bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
I'm so adorable and hot. You know, just, oh.
Still, how'd you pull this off?
You'd be surprised, Sojiro. You'd be surprised.
Isn't this guy considered dead?
I mean, technically now, yeah.
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
You probably
We
should.
wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
Let's all just sit down and talk about it. Yeah. Let's just sit down, relax, go at it slowly.
True culprit. I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
I mean, somewhat. Yes.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
I mean, no. Would you have believed us?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
Exactly. You know, would you have believed us? Probably not.
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. It's a bold move.
Yeah.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll make sense.
Wait, so what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean Our cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Yeah, but only if you go into the metaverse. It's a whole other can of worms, Sojiro. Don't open the can of worms, okay?
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
Yep.
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Whoa, ho, 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 lame acting. Pot kettle black, all I'm saying on. Like, you are the worst actress ever. Until that point of, you know, getting Akechi's phone. But we weren't supposed to know she was acting, so... yeah. Again, another whole can of worms.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Which is pancakes! Which is pancakes! It's Pancake Boy. Should we start calling him Akechi now? Because, like, just call Goro Akechi Pancake Boy!
Oh, I know a place. I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here.
Okay, pancake looking.
Oh,
am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes. Pretty much word-on-word timing. Oh, I love Akechi, man, but goddamn, Pancake Boy, you can't do this to us, Pancake Boy!
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
Hell yeah.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
Yeah, true.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
Of course. We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app.
Yeah.
My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Yeah.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly.
Actually, that's very true. Like, that was pretty quick.
Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act!
Shut up, Inari!
After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that?
How about
Public
that?
security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
For real? Oh, not you too, Sojiro.
Yes, the guard will be one of
Yes.
ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Is this for real? Yes.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Yeah.
Then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own when he does. You will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
Yeah.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
Of course.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi.
Yeah. There is.
Someone with great authority.
Which is, as we know, Shido.
They can order an assassination in a police station.
Which, as we know, is Shido. They know that they don't know.
That's why we had to make a move before
Yeah.
they did.
Does that make sense, people? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go with it.
I see.
You don't know, do you, Sojiro?
We baited a
blessed
Akechi
man.
into the palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
Yeah.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
Just like we were with Kamoshida's palace, as we were with Kanashiro's palace, because Kamoshida's palace was changed to the school, but not the scenery, and then Kanashiro's palace was a bank in the sky, and Shibuya was pretty much exactly the same, so... Apart from that, I think it was pretty much all good. I think possibly Madarame's palace was also alright. The massive museum, yes, which would take up a lot of space. But like the street we're on, I'm pretty sure it was the same street that was in the palace as well. It could be wrong. It could be wrong.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
Ah, that brings back memories.
Totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I
Yeah.
was seriously impressed by that suggestion.
Wow.
To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
You just got it at this point, haven't you? We had to trust it.
And it was absolutely the best decision we could have made.
Yeah.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi. But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all.
No.
I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Yeah.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
So basically, the only thing that did change was the courthouse, because that was the casino. Everything other than the casino was basically exactly the same as real life. The police station, the interrogation room, diet building, anything like that.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
Yeah, Tangled. Okay, there we go.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Yeah.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush.
Which
As a
was
result,
that?
Even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse.
Huh? But did you... Oh, right, because the police would be all around? Huh.
Except that was all an act.
Oh.
We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was
Oh.
because we knew the police would be coming for us.
Clever.
Before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Hell yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
No
All
idea.
I needed were the coordinates.
Oh. Seems like she uses this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to it later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
Aw, shame. I mean, I couldn't see it either.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone.
True.
So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
Pretty much, yeah.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well. I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
True, very true.
Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
Well, now you do.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation.
Yeah, you and me both.
Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Correct.
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
Yeah, there's also that.
Stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
Didn't need
The
to do
police
anything.
never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad
mad.
guys have that much influence?
Looks like it.
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's
Ah. No.
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
Yeah.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
Hell
I
yeah.
made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Yeah.
Back to the interrogation, though. I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
You and me both. Ah, it was a breeze.
How tough are you?
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
He made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
Yeah,
I wanted to
right.
believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
And I'm
Now that I
here.
think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very
Yeah.
well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You
Thank
saved
you.
me, after all.
You saved me too, Sai.
That's reassuring to hear.
Thank you, Sai. I
I'll
appreciate
do
it.
whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
Well done,
Let's take a
Sojo.
break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk.
Hell
You'll
yeah.
need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
Cheers.
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs.
Actually, very true. Very true indeed.
It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge...
Why do I keep doing that?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs.
Yeah, I did that.
It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me. It's not...
I don't know why I did that.
Let
Ah,
us accept his offer. What a great man.
of course. Yes, thank you very much. Hello, Shido. Turbo Turley.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular.
Good.
More important,
That's what I like to hear.
you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence.
My God.
Loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
Right.
Possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Is it though? Are they gone? Ooh, questions. Of course it's not gone, because there's
And on
us.
to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
True.
Why
Well,
don't we resume
Haru
the
can, can't she?
conversation?
Mikado? I don't know. Because they're third year, aren't they? Or are they first year?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are
I
back
can't remember.
together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip out.
I know,
earlier.
but they don't.
He said, Shido-san.
Shido-san.
Shido. Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
Ah, he's running an election.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Well, he's running in an election now.
Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Masayoshi Shido indeed.
Who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji?
You said his speech was too loud.
Oh, him, yes. For real? Oh, we're back to this. Of course we are.
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Uh-huh.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility.
Yes.
First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity.
Yeah.
On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
Which isn't great.
No.
Exactly.
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
Pretty much.
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
Yeah.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
Ah.
Shido, huh?
You know him?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido.
Well, to be fair, that's becoming a little bit too obvious at this point.
From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
And look where we are now, going after him.
He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases.
Okay.
It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Yeah.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
Look where he is now, huh?
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
I can imagine Shido being a Donald Trump kind of figure.
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta
True.
expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
No idea.
What
Dye
kind
building?
of things go through a politician's head?
Oh, right, yeah. What the palace actually is. I don't know.
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
True, very true.
The palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
I would assume the diet building. Diet building. Nice.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the diet building?
Well, there you go.
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
Right. We have to.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
No?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
Time for revenge.
Yeah.
And it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
Yeah, that could be anything.
That's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
Yep.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
Oh no, it is confusing when you first get to know it, but you'll get used to it, Sojo.
We'll have to deal with this
Join us.
before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
Okay.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
Sure.
Reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? Can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Ms. Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Yeah, big up
Find out you're
Kawakami.
alive then, all right? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
I just told my girlfriend knows that I'm okay. Feel me!
This operation had another purpose outside of his
My waifu.
clutches.
My waifu!
Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time.
Yeah?
He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Of course.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide.
Nice.
Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement.
Works for me.
He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Still works for me.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Yeah.
We're intellectuals,
Yeah. Apart from you, Ryuji.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed.
Yep.
What frightening teenagers.
I know, right?
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
Of course. Of course.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
We'll try. We will try.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Mad.
Back then, you were in the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
Yeah.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power.
Whoa. How dare you?
I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers.
I do. Well, I do. He doesn't.
If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah...
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Wow.
My faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Yeah, that's you.
To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
Ooh, okay. God almighty.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
It's your fault.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival.
Will you though? Will you though?
Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
No. Just no.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals.
True. Very true.
Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion.
Well, for the wrong, but there we go.
Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
Was it though?
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing.
Well, again,
even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned.
This is mad, I tell you that now. This is mad.
The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
Of course.
The public resonates with my
I
ideals
guess.
and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One.
The Chosen One? How dare you call me you the Chosen One?
Very
What?
influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
Exactly.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Oh. He says for the grimace. Dun 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 dun.
How do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
And Jake's right. Well, let's take it easy for today. Okay, I want to talk to Futaba though, please.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
How so? How so? How so?
Remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone?
Yeah.
Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his.
Right.
Be able to tell the precise moment Sae Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I
Nice.
took my chance and beep, said sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Yeah, true.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all.
True, very true. Igor!
But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good. Morgana? At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough in there, didn't you?
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Akechi was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but I had no choice but to depend on him. But thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves. How about you, Sotaro? Oh, by the way, a police report on your death isn't going to show up here at school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima wrote out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me, even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine. And I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you're a Phantom Thief. They can't really go announcing what the Phantom Thieves are. So I'm sure they'll avoid that.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I not? Shall I sleep then? I guess I'll head home. Go to bed, alright? Sleep. Shut.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Nope. Gladly.
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
Yeah, I hope so.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Okay.
Well then, we should get to sleep.
Hi, we should.
You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace. She picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
That was... yeah. I think you know.
So it was Yoshizawa.
Yeah.
Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Huh? That worries me. Tuesday the 22nd. Choo-choo-choo. He's a hero. I'm glad Akechi's back. He really is amazing. Woo! 11:22. 33, 44, 55, 66.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
So not true, but there we go.
It doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track.
Can you also just appreciate the guy just in front of Ryuji with the headphones on, playing what seems to be a PS Vita? I've literally just realized that, but it looks like a PS Vita.
Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
I'll show you.
Ryuji, not too loud. Oh, I'm peeing all over the bed. Sorry, Morgana, you might have to move. I heard you went home, so I announced you do it during homeroom. Are you okay? I am, thanks. You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused, but as long as you're safe. Don't worry about school, just take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm fine. Is that true? Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in a zoo. Hmm? Oh, yeah. I received word from Turley's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. It's almost time. Oh, I'm peeing all over the chair. Sorry, Daddy. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Karakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about you contacting you. Even Sakamoto was starting to question when I tried asking him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now. I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck.
Hey.
You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's the day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are gonna be showing up.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's try and think of the keyword once the chief's craze energized you. Yeah, that's the only thing we need now, isn't it? The keyword. My God. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's Palace yet? I guess all sorts of stuff, but don't look so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's been behind all those mental shutdowns, does that mean the weird accidents from these past few months were all his fault? Like that subway accident back in April? Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say that Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care about all about his lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly, there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masashi Shido. How many has he killed over the years? What could we do? How can we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try to think about it outside? Let's try that. If we're gonna go, I'd like Turbo-kun to join, but will that be okay? Will somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tells us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Turbo-kun join us then. Remember though, we're going to the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's wait in front of the diet building and force that bastard's palace open.
Let's head to the diet building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
I know.
You going out?
That's the
You gotta be
plan.
kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right?
Yeah, I know.
The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
I won't, Daddy. Love you.
Akechi isn't here.
Good.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Could be anything, though.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
In the country, I was going to say, that would be... No, it wouldn't. It would be Mount... Oh, what's it called? Mount Everest. But no, in the country, probably, yeah.
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
You and me
I did some
both.
light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
Oh.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him.
Alright.
Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I
Well, he's
believe
not,
that
though.
he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
Didn't get anything out of it. Great.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
True.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We
True.
should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
Alright, sounds good to me.
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more.
Oh, just leave us alone.
However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety.
Yeah.
These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility?
Who knows anymore?
Personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Yeah.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
Try looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old, and he's gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet member, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet member? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's sure to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
I know, right? What's with the love for Shido? I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. You and me both, Morgana. You and me both. Can I go anywhere? Can I do anything?
Hey!
Let's go Kawakami.
Make sure you close up.
Hi!
Why not? Right, okay. Right, I think I'm gonna leave it off here for now. Before we go on for too long. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!